State Legislative Committee votes to continue blocking proposed cuts in payments to private health care providers.
This after an emotional rally at the Capitol where about 100 people expressed their opposition to those reductions. MTN's Jonathan Ambarian tells us what they're worried about.
About 100 people gathered on the Capitol's South Lawn Monday for the People Matter rally. Their message to lawmakers: proposed cuts to the state public health budget could be disastrous for older Montanans, those with disabilities, and the providers that care for them.
We called this rally today to put a face on the cuts that are being proposed right now.
Don't roll back our rights!
Many of the people in attendance represented care providers that are reimbursed for Medicaid services. The Department of Public Health and Human Services proposed cutting state payments to those providers by almost 3.5%. The plan is a response to a new law requiring spending cuts to address lower than expected revenues.
There's a severe caregiver shortage, and people are going without services already. It's just going to make that whole situation 10 times worse.
In addition to those cuts, the governor's office has asked state agencies, including DPHHS, to outline more proposed reductions as the budget picture worsens. Providers say those cuts would require them to reduce services even further. They say they understand the budget issues, but that leaders need to find another way to save money. Some argue these cuts will actually cost the state more over the long run by forcing people to get more expensive care at places like nursing homes or the state hospital.
If the governor or the legislature think that community-based services are expensive, wait until they get the bill from a max exodus of people going to institutionalized services.
People matter!
In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
The Bullock administration proposed the cuts earlier this summer. It said the cuts are required by a law triggered when state tax revenue fell short of targets in July. A Bullock administration official said she's not sure what the next step will be on deciding whether or how the cuts will go